Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am back with the day 11. I am back in the day 11 with a beautiful story of a person that changes the Muslim society forever. Firstly, he was very angry. He was very likely to hurt the Prophet. He was very likely to hurt the Muslims. But when Allah changed his hearts, when Allah changed his mind, he became he became the most powerful heroes of all time of Islamic history. And then he protected the Muslims in such a way that after that no one has got to hurt the Muslims and the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yes, I'm talking about the second Khalifa of Islam, Hazrat Umar bin Khattab radiyallahu ta'ala an. Let's dive to the story when the Umar radiyallahu anhu accepted the Islam and open his hearts for Muslims, and Allah open his hearts for his a very light and a very good heart. When Allah opened his hearts and granted him the Iman. There was a day when Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam preaching his message, preaching the Allah message to everyone. But some of the men, but some of the people of Mecca was hurting them again and again. The Prophet and the people hurting the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companion. So he preferred to stay in Dar Arqam when they preached the message when he preached the message of Allah to his companions. Once there was a day, Umar seems frustration Umar seems frustrated with these kind of words, and when he listened that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam insults our God, insults our idols, he finalized that I will find a solution for this. As he was walking with his swords, Umar Razallahu anhu was so strong that everyone afraid of him. Once he decided that I will go and find the solution for this. As he was walking to the street of the Makkah to the Dar Arqam, where the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companion used to stay. A man saw that on the street Umar was going so bravely. He asked to Umar that what his what is his aim that he was going to the Dar Arqam. He was going towards the Dar Arqam. Umar said that I will find the solution and I will end this story today. The Sahaba, the man who made the Umar asked Umar, why are you going to the Dar Arqam? You should focus on your family first. I hear that the Fatima and her husband accepted the Islam. Umar Razallahu ta'ala anhu busted. Umar Razallahu ta'ala anhu blasted with his anger. उमर रज़ी अल्लाह ताला अन्हु उमर शो एनिमल बोलेंगे Umar Razallahu Ta'ala anhu became so much angry. Umar Razallahu Ta'ala anhu became so much angry, and he walked to the house of house of his sister Fatima. As he was going to the nearer of the Fatima's house, he listened that someone is reading something, and he felt a humming sound comes from the house. Umar Razallahu Ta'ala anhu, Umar knocked the door, and the Fatima and her husband and that person hide and feel so much ashamed that Umar will not uh, forget him. Umar will not forgive him, and maybe he can attack him. But Fatima, the sister of the Umar, stood up bravely and said, Umar, we accepted the Islam. You can do what you want, but we will not change our hearts. Umar Razallahu Ta'ala anhu feel ashamed that his sister, who was very lovely to him, who was very kind, who was very care to him, stood up so bravely. So Umar Razallahu Ta'ala anhu felt ashamed, and he asked, what was your reading and what was that sound? The Fatima told him that he should wash and be clean, to be respectful to these words. So Umar Razallahu anhu did so, and then he took the pages of the verse of Quran, and that was Surah Taha. When he reads the words that how beautifully Allah created the heavens, how beautifully Allah created the earth, and how beautifully Allah created the humans, and he is so kind. When Umar Razallahu Ta'ala anhu recited these words, he assured that he was not the words of human. He is the this is no sorry. When Umar Razallahu Ta'ala anhu read these words of Surah Taha, he realized that these words are not of a human. These words are from the Allah. When he met his sister Fatima and her husband and the teacher who was reciting the Quran in front of them, Umar did not waste a second, and he walked towards the Dar Arqam. He चला गया he reached आएगा. Umar Razallahu Ta'ala anhu reached to the Dar Arqam and knocked the door. People, the Prophet's companion, that is known as Sahaba, scared and thought Umar has a sword, and maybe he came to hurt them. But Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, let him in. Everyone shocked when Umar knelt down and said the Shahada, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger. People became so happy, and they lauded Allahu Akbar in a loud voice, in such a voice that if someone may live in Makkah, he heard that voice. And after that, Umar serves the Islam in such a way that everyone of Muslim became so loudly in his message. Every Sahaba became so loud, and he and every Sahaba felt himself freely, felt himself independence, that there is no one who can hurt them. And Umar Radhiyallahu anhu himself announced, if there is a person who wants to do his wife widow, and यतीम को क्या बोलते हैं, यतीम को इंग्लिश में क्या बोलते हैं, orphan, and want to orphan his children, let be let become in front of me, मेरे सामने आ जाए. This story tells us that no matter how a person seems, no matter how a heart is tough, if you have a good message, if you have a good intention, Allah can turn everyone hurts